My name is Richie, and today I'll be presenting my senior capstone proposal. My topic is job displacement in the web design industry. So, a little overview of me. My name is Richie Galakak. I am a transfer student from Leeward Community College, where I graduated with my associate's degree in liberal arts in 2022, and I also graduated from Marapaho High School in 2021. My program of study is creative media with a concentration in design and media. So enough about me. Here is my executive summary. So first, we'll be covering my plans for my senior capstone project. Secondly, my thesis statement. Thirdly, my objective or rationale of the research I conducted. And fourth, and lastly, the significance of my proposed project. So this is my thesis statement. As AI and no-code, low-code platforms threaten traditional web design roles, web designers must not only develop advanced technical and strategic skills, but also embrace creativity and empathy, qualities that AI cannot replicate. So if you don't know what no-code, low-code platforms are, they're basically website builders that require little to no coding experience. So for low-code platforms, you can basically use these building blocks, modular building blocks that you can drag and drop, and does not require that much coding experience. And I'm basically saying that these threaten web design careers because of how anyone can now create a website. So my objective and rationale for the research I conducted are to gain a better understanding of AI and job displacement, particularly how it affects the industry I'm interested in, which is web design. I lately that in the news artists are worried about AI taking their jobs and ultimately replacing them, but no one has really talked about web design, web designers in particular. So I hope to shed some light on job displacement in web design and how we can avoid that by developing and equipping ourselves with the necessary skill sets to survive and remain relevant in the competitive climate and automated world with my research. So now, what are my senior capstone plans? What will I deliver? So my deliverable will be a website or web experience, and this website will demonstrate the skills web designers need to remain relevant and also compare my work to AI. And this is appropriate since my research was about job displacement and the relevant web design skills. So it'll have like a juxtaposition between human-made designs and AI-generated designs and how I incorporate the web design skills every designer needs into my work and how that compares to AI. And it'll basically just be seeing who did the better job. So now for my significance of this project. Firstly, this research highlights how no-code and low-code platforms impact web design careers, emphasizing the need for designers to adapt. And by doing so, they can improve online accessibility and user experiences, benefiting society as a whole. So the future implications are that web designers must prioritize continuous learning to stay relevant as technology evolves, and their success will depend on integrating creativity, user experience, and emerging technologies. And continuous learning is just the realization of um, that learning is a lifelong thing and we never stop learning, and to grow from the experience we from the experiences we have and um, learn from them. Secondly, the findings highlight the continued importance of creativity and user experience in web design, encouraging designers to leverage their unique strengths to stand out from automation. So this implies for the future that the evolution of web design tools shows that Designers who adopt new methodologies will discover innovative opportunities essential for staying competitive in the industry. And what this means is AI lacks the ability and capacity to think freely, unlike humans, and that is the advantage we have over them, as well as having empathy and creating and forming relationships with humans. So AI lacks that ability. So here is now my data for the 2024 website activity pie chart, starting with the US population, which is 331 million, and that makes up 20.3%. And for some reason, the new website's daily data does not show properly, and I believe that's because the value is too small, but it's supposed to be 252,000. And for the active websites, there are 200 million websites, and that makes up 12.3%. And finally, are you ready for this? There are 1.1 billion total websites, comprising 67.4%. So these are really high numbers. And now this is a bar graph of the employment projections for designers. So in 2023, there were 1,100 employments, and the projected employments for 2033 is 1,200, and there have been 100 employment changes in 2023. And lastly, there have been 3,900 job losses directly linked to AI in 2023. So now I'll talk about my target audience, and that includes web designers and developers who must adapt to the rise of no-code, low-code platforms. Secondly, small business owners who will see the value in professional design over DIY solutions. And lastly, students and aspiring designers, mostly young adults who want to learn how to thrive in an automated environment. So my proposed solution relates to the intellectual significance is putting continuous learning and skill adaptation among web designers to ensure their relevance in a rapidly evolving digital landscape. So here is my process, starting with the pre-production stage, where I will compare human-made designs with AI-generated designs in terms of creativity, usability, and user experience, and also lay out the website structure, including comparisons, case studies, and feedback. And then in my production stage, I will create wireframes based on sketches and code the website in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And in my post-production stage, I will revise the website based on user feedback and enhance the website's copy clarity, and launch the website and promote it with social media using my school Instagram account and within design communities such as UX Hawaii Slack. And this is what my deliverable could look like. So I have these two examples. On the left is an AI made website, and it is Go Grow that was designed with bookmarks, AI assistant data. And on the right is a made website, and this was made by Fiona Robertson. But instead of her website, or yeah, it'll be my website, so it'll be something I've created, and I will have a prompt for me and the AI to work on, and we'll compare and see who did the better job. So that's all for my presentation. Thank you for watching. I am now open to Q&A, and if we don't get to your, then you can also send me an email at my school email on the screen right now. So thank you.